EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks and the Toronto Mounties. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring your running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
After taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Running right, this is Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Moore, the man in motion. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Mounties 0.
Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really important. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Watson off play action. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up a throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks 1st down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple.
He'll look to throw.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a 1st down to boot. Charbonnet going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Mounties 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson. Looking deep here for Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. as he ran off the field after making that play. We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This is caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the carry, Charbonnet. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And this time he is in. Zach Charbonnet. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A give running right is Gainwell. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 38-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Now it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Watson.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Watson.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Seahawks 42, Mounties 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gainwell. Touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
The score, Seahawks 42, Mounties 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Here's the give to McIntosh.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6. And this is McIntosh. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Charbonnet. Taken down at the 30.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run with McIntosh.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff up the middle. McIntosh. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Again, it's Charbonnet. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This